good old 2020 struck again and our hunting spot burned to the ground. So plans to go do a rifle hunt in our trusty zone were scrapped. So back to the old D zone, try to get it done. So this is a kind of a new spot that we're headed to. We've been to the area before, but we've never been to this exact spot. So because of that, the first thing we're going to do is glass. So we'll let our eyes do the walking. And I have a vantage point picked out. We have a pretty short hike. Once we park, we're going to hike in. We should be there right at first light. Set up, glass, and we have a big bowl we can glass this morning. See if we catch any movement. See how it goes. All right, almost ready. It's a little chillier than we expected. That's a good thing. I'd rather it be cold than hot. We hunt so much when it's hot. Hunter orange. Because we're super safe. Here for like 1.5 maybe 2 hours glassing, haven't seen a thing. So we've got a burn down here from about a year ago, but the problem is it burned almost entirely on a south facing slope, so the growth, the recovery is almost minimal, and we're sitting on a north facing slope right now. And squirrels. We're sitting on a north-facing slope right now, looking across at this south-facing burn, and it's just getting cooked by the sun already. And there's a little bit of growth, but not much, and it's just wide open. The canopy was wiped out, so chances are really low that you're going to find anything out in this just wide open area that's being cooked. It's a warm day today. So the plan now is we still have thermals coming down because we're in the shade. We're going to sit here and keep glassing until the thermals switch, and then just slowly zigzag our way down this north face that we're sitting on. We've got about 1,000 feet, maybe half a mile to the bottom. There's water down there. There's decent growth on this hill. So that's our next play, because we're just not kicking anything up with the glass. So stay tuned. was a slow morning. We didn't glass up anything. We didn't see any fresh sign. But put boots on the ground, and we came down off the ridge about 1,200 feet, about 3 miles or so. And we cut some really fresh sign, a lot of bear sign. And there's a little water hole right in front of me, so we're just gonna set up and see if anything comes by. Why is D3-5 such a tough place to hunt? There's guys that go out to D3-5 every year and they get it done. They harvest a buck. But the vast majority of hunters that hunt D3-5 are unsuccessful. Why is that? I've posed this question to friends, to other hunters on hunting forums, and I get the same few responses. It's logging practices, it's too many tags sold, it's predation. And honestly, I think all of those answers are correct. So let's take a look at what Nevada is doing. In 2018, Nevada's deer population estimates were roughly 92,000 deer. Now, for the whole state, there were 16,069 deer tags sold in 2017, with a total harvest of 7,300 animals, meaning that the success rate for the tags that were sold was 49%. Now, let's take a look at California's D3-5 deer hunting zone. In 2018, the deer population in D3-5 was roughly 75,000, give or take. However, there were 33,000 tags sold for D3-5 alone, and that's how many tags are sold for D3-5 every hunting season. The success rate in 2018 was 8.5%. So we've looked at Nevada's management practices. Why haven't we adopted something like that here in California? Why aren't we adjusting our annual tag sales based on harvest statistics and population surveys? Why aren't we doing that? So should it be this way? Should we be going out as hunters, hunting a full day or a weekend and only seeing a handful of deer or no deer? Like you saw in this video, we put in 6.5 miles. We covered water, we covered feed, burn areas that should hold animals were holding no animals. In my opinion, it should not be this way. We have roughly 1 million acres of public land alone. That's not counting Sierra Pacific land. That's not counting other private lands. There's a ton of land, and much of it is habitable. There's decent feed, there's protection, there's water sources in a lot of areas. There's a lot of lakes in D3-5. There's year-round water, flowing water. In the past few years, we've seen a major uptick in bear population. And as you know, we haven't been able to hunt mountain lions in the state of California since the 90s. So yes, predation is a problem. Yes, there are way too many tags sold for that population. And yes, our forest should be holding a lot more deer. So I want to ask you, what are you going to do about it? Ben and I have decided we're going to tackle this issue. We're passionate about it. We're not just hunters. First and foremost, we're conservationists. We want to see these forests at capacity. D3-5 is a microcosm of what's happening in many areas across the state of California. There are some areas that are holding a good amount of animals. Usually it's resident deer populations where the deer live there year-round. They're not migratory. There's no extreme weather patterns. There's not a lot of snow in the wintertime.
There's feed year-round, and most of that's found on private land or up and down the coast. But the vast majority of the state, we have a steady decline. According to California Department of Fish and Wildlife Statistics, there's a steady decline since the 50s and 60s to the point that we are now at roughly 25% of the deer population we saw in the 50s and 60s. That's just not acceptable, and we want to do something about it. If the holding capacity is 100 animals per square mile, we want to see 100 animals on that square mile. Why not? Let's do something about it. If you're interested in teaming up with us, please go check out the website. It's www.theblacktailproject.org. I'll put a link down below in the description. Send us a message. Let us know you're interested in helping, getting involved. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Please like and subscribe. Your efforts in supporting this channel also are supporting the Blacktail Project, and we'll see you on the next one.